I'm just checking in on the YouTube and checking in with my friends there. I think I have probably 60 faithful followers, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot. So thank you guys for those of you who are following my channel and checking in with me. And it's a sunny day in New Hampshire, so I had to come on here and share the good news. It's awesome. I love it, and it's warm, but it was a little chilly, so I wore my my sweatshirt today, but I'm expecting that it's going to warm up. Beautiful blue skies today, and we are headed to school. This is our last week. We have exams this week, and then that's it for our school, which is a little sooner than the area. Most public schools are going to be in session for a couple more weeks, but we're out a little bit early. We had senior graduation Friday night, which was really nice, and my son graduated. He did a great job, and one more milestone, and he is, I guess, on his own now. He still lives with us at home, and he's working on saving money and working hard and getting himself going in life, and so that's a really good thing. And then we have one more Mr. Number 13 who's in the car with me right now, and he's going to be a senior next year, so this is crazy. It's just very, very strange for me. I'm used to traveling in a group. I've traveled in a 15-passenger van. I have a video on my channel, all the cars that we've gotten through the years. Because people ask, what kind of car do you drive? And yeah, I drove a 15-passenger. I also drove a half bus, like a minibus, for a little while. You don't really need a special license like CDL for a minibus, so you can drive it just like it's a van. And we got that for our church, and then it turned out that we needed it for a vehicle for a little while, and that one broke down, and we ended up we got a Suburban after that, which fit like, I think, 8 kids, 6, 7, 8 passengers, I think. And then we got, after the Suburban, we got a minivan, I think it was, yeah. So we now I have this little RAV4, which I really like, and it is a great car in all types of weather, and I love it, and I kind of feel like I want to upgrade, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to yeah. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. My name's Cindy, and I'm a teacher. I'm on my way to school. I live in New Hampshire, and we have sun, so this is a momentous time. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of cold weather the last few weeks. We've been wondering if we're ever gonna get sun again. And here it is. We have some sun, so this is very exciting. This is our last week of school. Usually at the end of the school year in New Hampshire, it does get kind of warm, but last week was freezing. I mean, we were still wearing jackets. It was ridiculous. So I'm so glad to see the warmer weather. And in a few weeks, my family, we're going to be going camping for a few days, so I do hope it gets warm, because, what fun is camping if it's freezing cold? I guess some people like to camp in the cold, but, I like it to be in the summer when it's a little bit warm. So you can see the sun coming through the window. That's what I like about these car chats, is just sharing the weather. So, some people say if you don't like the weather in New Hampshire, just wait a minute, because it's very, very changeable. But the cold seemed to be sticking, and, today it's warming up, so I'm glad for that. And we're headed to school. I drive about 40 minutes to school, and I do not go to school in my town, which most people do, but I have chosen, I homeschooled for many years, and then I just chose to teach at a Christian school, and so that's what I do so that my kids can go to school there. I teach math, and so that's what I do. And I also teach online. So I'm also a teacher online. I'm teaching right now for a company, VIP Teacher, which used to be VIP Kid. And the last couple weeks I've been opening times for them. And I've made a few dollars. And it's not much, but it's something I can do at home. And I can help pay for those plane tickets that I'm getting to go visit my grandchildren. So it's hard. They live so far away that if we drive, it takes like an entire day to get there. So flying is a better option, and so it costs money. So let's just find ways to make a little extra money to go see those grandbabies. I have one that was born a couple weeks ago, and I'm anxious to go see her, and so I can see her before she's too big. I have another one down south that I just got to see a couple weeks ago, and we went down for my daughter's graduation from college, and we saw all the grandbabies down there. And that little grandbaby, she is only 5 months old, and she is crawling already. So she's going to grow up fast. And I don't like it that they live so far away. So we are working hard, and we are also making plans to go visit family and do a few fun things. That's the thing I like about being a teacher, is our lives are a little bit interesting. Never a dull moment, never a boring day in my life. Okay, so yeah, this is our last week of school, so we'll be doing exams, we'll be cleaning the classroom, we'll be organizing, and we will be putting things away so that we can pack up for the summer, and then we will come back in August. And we'll be back in August and teaching math again. So I really like teaching these classes, and I'm looking at teaching again online on outschool.com because I can teach on there any time of day, like 24 hours, depending on like who books when. So I'm thinking of opening times for ESL on outschool.com. So I'm looking into that right now and seeing how that would work for me, and if I could possibly do that, because you can actually make more money doing that on outschool.com rather than one of these other ESL companies, because you get paid peanuts. You know, the parents pay a good bit, but then you only get part of the pay. So I could probably make more money on OutSchool. And I have taught on OutSchool before. I've taught piano lessons. I taught knitting lessons. Oh, I had a knitting class. It was so cute. I had some sisters that were crazy knitters, and I wish I knew. The thing about OutSchool that I don't like is that you can't really keep in touch with the parents. So you're not supposed to like have a private relationship with the parents. And I wish I knew where those girls were and how they were doing, because they were knitting so much stuff. They wanted to open a store. They wanted to make stuff and sell knitted things for children. And I'm like, you know what? I think they're the kind of kids that will actually do it. And every single time I had a class with them, they showed me some new things that they were making. But I can't get in touch with them because OutSchool rules, you can't do that. So that's the one drawback for OutSchool. But, you know, if I can make more money doing that, then it might be beneficial. Like if I could teach, you know, for an hour and make $40 as opposed to making $20 with the other company. So, you know, you have to maximize your time. And also my plan is to just keep working, investigating possibilities so that I can find ways to, you know, work from home. Something I really want to do because I can, number one, make more money. I can get a flexible schedule. I can make my own prices, stuff like that. And also, you know, when you get older, I can, like right now, I have to pay for gas to get to school. I have to buy a car. I have lots of outside expenses that you wouldn't have if you are staying home. So that's the thing. Even though I get paid money, a good bit of it goes towards expenses to just have the job itself. But I've done this because I have kids in school, and if I stayed home and worked, I'd have to pay more for them to go to school. So, you know, it's all a juggling act to keep as many pennies as possible and to still get the job done in an effective way. So that's what we're doing, and we're headed to school. It's a beautiful sunny day in New Hampshire. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. I see 7 people watching, 4 people watching. Thumbs up, please. Give me a few minutes watch time. And I hope you're having a great day. I am also a New Hampshire State Representative, so I go to the State House on Thursdays. I also have to keep up on reading all the things that are happening in our state and laws that we're making, and, you know, how we are trying to make sense of our freedom, like trying to keep freedom but yet making rules that allow freedom, you know, all that stuff. It's a juggling act, and I'm learning a lot about that. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. That helps me to know that you're there, that you're watching, that you support. It doesn't cost anything. You just press the button and it helps me out. And I would like to get more watch time on my videos, but I do have a few friends that watch the videos, look for my updates, and so I want to make sure that I stay connected. And let me know who you are. Please post in the comments after the video as well, because I don't really go back and read the comments during the video because somehow they don't always show up. But if you comment after the video is posted, that kind of helps, and I can respond to you that way. So yeah, so it's good to see you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you